night, everyone. The origin of the Outbreak has been traced to an independent horror film production outside city limits. The crew, in a cost-cutting effort, replaced prop blood with real animal blood sourced from a cousin slaughterhouse job. Contaminated, the blood introduced a pathogen that causes full zombification within minutes of exposure. Symptoms include aggression, decay, and an insatiable desire for brains. One infected cook, Dale, re-entered the Waffle House after being bitten. Standard protocol dictated execution, but Dale pleaded and claimed immunity, citing a homemade tonic. Results were surprising. Dale did not turn. To make more tonic, he needed additional ingredients located at his secondary workplace, Cracker Barrel. There were 2 volunteers willing to face the oncoming zombie onslaught to retrieve the ingredients. Daisy, server and Krav Maga student with a nihilistic outlook, and Tony, local jock and recent high school graduate, confused about his life's trajectory. Armed with improvised weapons and injected with Dale's last 2 doses, they advanced on Cracker Barrel, neutralizing zombies and retrieving the stash. During extraction, a structural gas leak was triggered. The building was lost. Casualties 0, zombie kills 18, explosion size classified. Survivors Daisy and Tony returned to the Waffle House with the necessary ingredients. Dale resumed tonic production, and Ainsley has since been stabilized. Military forces arrived to find Daisy and Tony sharing a Texas bacon cheesesteak melt. All 3, Dale, Daisy, and Tony, received ceremonial keys to the city. Cracker Barrel remains a crater. Waffle House remains undefeated. Welcome to my mini story set in the made-up town of Ainsley. In case it needs to be said, that news report is fake. Hi, I'm Shavannah. This is Linework and Lore, where I create original characters, tell stories, and build worlds. And this story actually started at a table and not in a sketchbook. A couple years ago, I played this crazy fun one-shot. Shout out to the Book Burrow for hosting. It was called Cracker Barrel Has Fallen. And you guessed it, we were trapped in a Waffle House fighting off zombies. Another shout out goes to Oops All Smurf for creating the game. A link to the sheet is below. But the reason I still think about that night isn't the zombies. It's actually the character I made named Daisy. Aw, I know, how sweet. No. Daisy is a server with a toot at the Waffle House and a kick-butt Krav Maga student, deeply nihilistic, hella sarcastic, and completely over the town of Ainsley. She's punk rock and nothing like her flowery name. I knew someday I was going to bring her to life. Okay, cut to September of 2025 when my friend asks me to do Inktober. I wasn't about that life. If you don't know Inktober, it's a daily drawing challenge in October. Great drawing practice, right? Here's the problem. I never finish it. Each time I've tried, I've completed about 8 prompts. Between a full-time job and the reality of how I actually work as an artist, fully finished drawings just don't happen on the daily for me. It's better when I can spend multiple days on one piece. Then I had an epiphany. Inktober can just be inspiration. What if instead of racing to complete a bunch of random daily prompts, I turned it into one connected story drawn over time?
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
Ding! Let's bring in Daisy. I dug up the Cracker Barrel sheet and wrote a basic plot weaving in highlights I remembered from the game session. To tell a more complete story, we still needed a catalyst. So I decided on a movie set mishap that leads to zombification. Here's the Inktober prompt list. I picked 19 that I wanted to work with and outlined drawings for each one. 19 out of 30, that's not bad, right? Right? Okay, take for example the prompt crown. We cut to the scene of an actress dressed as a prom queen. Whatever could go wrong at prom? Classic teen slasher trope. Anyway, her nightmare turns real as she transforms into a zombie. This video is the beginning of the Cracker Barrel Has Fallen miniseries. Each episode is the making of one illustration that depicts a moment in the outbreak. It's not about speed, it's about telling a story and me figuring out that process. If you'd like to follow the zombie outbreak in Ainsley, click the video in the corner. But before you do, if you've enjoyed this, give it a like and subscribe to Linework and Lore. Remember, it's never too late to create unless you're dead. Peace.